Hello everyone. Now I'm going to show you what are dictionaries in Lua and how do they work. So dictionaries are like key value pairs. It's like a list, but there'll be keys in which the each key will have a value. So in Lua there is no inbuilt method to create a dictionary, but there is in Python. So here we'll be recreating dictionaries in Lua too. So here in dictionary in this code we will be doing for similar functions like in queues and in stacks, but here little bit much more advanced. So in create dict we take two parameters, keys comma values. So it will be assigned to a variable name. So if you go up here, we'll have a variable dictionary is equal to create dict name, age, language, and the values are also written down. So if the value is not there, then it will not create even if the value is not there, the no error will be returned because we have the add value function. Then in function add, we will add we'll take the dictionary which you want to add into the key and the value. So dictionary of key is equal to value, which will create the new value, and then it will return the dictionary again. In add value, we will add one more value for the key. So if dictionary of the key is not equal to table, so this is to check if the dictionary is not a list, like if there is a multiple lists, like a big number of lists, big number of values we want to enter to the particular key. It will just check this. It will assign the it will do this, and then it will check if type value is equal to table, like if it has a curly braces, then for underscore v in I pairs value, which will create a variable which will create an index value for each term value in the key. And then we have for and then if type of v, which is the value, is equal to table, then it will do this, else it will just insert these values. Yeah, so now then we have show dictionary for key comma value. In pairs of dictionary, do io dot write key dot uh, colon and the space. So what does this do? It writes down a value, the writes down the value the key value which is there, and the and a colon, then local function, which is a local function only meant for this dictionary, for the show function. So we'll just print the value. If type of v is equal to table, if it is a table, then it will go inside this loop, and it will uh, add these will print the values of v of I, which is a recursive function calling a function inside a function. And then we have if I is lesser than or lesser than the hashtag lesser than the length of v, it will keep adding the comma for each characters. So in print value, it will print the value, and it will print like new line. So then we have function common, which will check if there is any common values in the key. So local list is equal to dictionary of key. If type of list is not equal to table, then key is not a list. So it will take only data from list. If it is not, it will return this value. So then we have this loop which will do this, and the other loops. So what does this loop do? It just does the similar thing, but here we will be assigning the frequency of v is equal to frequency of v or 0 plus 1. So we'll take either frequency v, or else it will be 0, and it'll increment the count by 1 if it is found the value. And it'll create these max value and max count tuple with tuple assignments. And then in this for v comma c in pairs of frequency, so this frequency is there, it'll check if c is greater than max count, then max value comma max count is equal to v comma c. So it's like tuple assignment. And then we have sort values, which is an insertion sort. So here we will be having the same check if it is key is not a list, and it will return order is equal to order or ascending. By default it will be ascending, or it will be the order given in the parameter. And then we have this loop, which is really important for the sort. And here we will be taking current is equal to list of I, which is the length of the which is the number is all the values in the dictionary keys. And then we have local j is equal to I minus 1, which will decrement j value by 1, while j is greater than or equal to 1. It will do this, which is it will make the condition is equal to false. If order is equal to ascending, then condition is equal to list of j is greater than current. So condition is a boolean type variable, and it will check if these two are, if this condition, which is a one line condition like how we have ternary, but here we will be doing comparison in one line. So yeah, it will do this, and if it is true, uh, it'll just change the value. If condition, then if the condition is true, then it'll increment the list j value by 1, and the list j, and it'll be decrementing the j. So you can visualize it. If not, if the condition is false, then it will just break out from the loop. List of j plus 1 is equal to current. So like how we had in queues is empty, this will check if the list is empty or not. And then we have link keys to keys, like if you have suppose a key name, suppose a key value called name, and another key value called age, and you have four names in the key 1, and you have four values in the key, four numbers in the key 2, which are the ages of them. And if I pass this link keys to keys function, it will link all the key values in key 1 and link it to key 2. So it will just assign the values from key 1 and key 2. Like if you have if a name called John will have a age called 12, we can just pass this link keys to keys in an order. And then we have function search, which will search the dictionary comma key, and it will return the dictionary key. And then destroy dict will just delete the dictionary. So now before going to the terminal, I'll show the makefile. So yeah, there's nothing much. We just create the dictionary. So as you can see, there are two tables here in Lua, two tables. So with one which is the keys, and another one which is the values for each keys respectively. So name we have Ishan, age we have 15, city and so on respectively. And then it will show the dictionary for testing purposes. And if I and first next line, and then in search result it will search for the key value, and then we have add new key plus value. So we'll add one new key and one new value. And then we have add new value to existing key, which will add these values to the existing key. So the the checks which were there, if type of a dictionary is not equal to table, it was for this purpose. So this is a table, and if it is not, and we enter a continuous value, it will show an error. So you should always enter a dictionary within this add value if you want to add multiple values. If not, just one word, and that's it. So then we have the most common values, which will search for the language. So in the search, so already in the first pass, there's Lua, and again there's one more Lua in the second add value. So it will check the key value language, how many times the new key value is repeated. So yeah, it will just sort the values. It will search the most common values in the language, a key, and then we have the sorted values of a particular key, which will sort the key values in age and in the order. If I give descending, it will do in the descending order. So we have this empty check, which will check if the dictionary is empty or not. And linking one key to another will link these keys, name and age, to the in the dictionary, and it will show the link. So then we have delete a dictionary, which will destroy dictionary, and then it will print this empty check and will show dictionary. So now I'll make the test. So now you can see there is these all are past values. Till here there is nothing much. So here we'll be adding language colon Lua. So there's a bug, okay? There's a common problem, like values in while adding will be the show dictionary will not show the results in a sorted manner. It will show in a random order of the keys. And then we have in search result the following values, and then in add new key plus value will add language colon Lua, country India, city Bangalore, age 15 Ishan. So add new value to existing keys will perform these. So yeah, and then we have most common values. Most common Lua appears two times in this language, and then we have sorted values of a particular key, which will sort the values of a particular key. So before it was something like, so before also it was 15 comma 16 comma 17 comma 18. So if I just change the order to something like 18 comma 19 comma something like 17, so it will not be at, I'll just make it 20. So now if I again run this code, you can see before it was 15 comma 20 comma 18 comma 19. Here it got 15 comma 18 comma 19 comma 20 in this line, which got sorted. So in empty check it will check if it is false, and then again linking one key to another. So it will link these keys to the to another, and it will delete the dictionary. So there's an empty check false. So I guess there should be a fix. So I guess the code fix might be just removing these for loop blocks and just making it return next of dictionary is equal to nil. So now if I just run this, so yeah, now the empty check is much more solid. So what it does, it will just check throughout whether in the next value, if there is any next value in the dictionary. If it is, then it will not keep it as nil, it will assign to that particular value, but will not perform anything, it will not show anything, it will just check if it's true or false. So yeah, later on I will explain, will do more problems based on dictionaries. Thank you.